Hey, I'm Caitlin Alexander, and welcome to the Budget Affair YouTube channel. So, I really just wanted to come on really quick just to show my face because this video is just going to be about me planning out my week. I don't do this often, but I have a lot going on, so I am pulling out the handy dandy planner, the stickers, and all of that so that I can stay organized for the rest of the week. So another thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to update my spreadsheet because I did some shopping today. And so I just want to show you guys how I do that and in a practical way. So yeah, stay tuned. I have my planner, some writing utensils, my iPad, and some plain paper. Just finished writing out my plans in my planner. I'm not really good at planning. I like planning. I like the stickers, and as y'all could probably see, there is no rhyme or reason to the madness. I just kind of go with the flow. That's how I do that. And then my life isn't all that busy. Like, I'm kind of a go with the flow type of person anyway, so I don't ever really do well with like planning out meals and like stuff like that. So yeah, I just sort of wing it right now, and that's probably not the best thing to do, but I'm just trying to keep it real with y'all. That's what I'm doing. All right, so I just wanted to give a brief synopsis of what I have going on for next week, and all it is just I have some pre-planned content that's coming out this week, and then some important things like paying off my son's after school program and registering him for the next school year. So those are like the only things that I really need to get done this week in my personal life, and then I have some stuff for the budget affair that I have. So now what I'm about to do is I'm about to update my spreadsheet, and it's something that I'm like dreading because I don't know. And then it's so crazy because once I do it, it's never as bad as what I feel like it's going to be, but it's still just like so. I'm about to turn y'all around again and show y'all my computer screen, and we are going to sort of walk through and talk through how I manage my money on a day-to-day basis. So, hold on. So I always start off with a list of my most recent transactions. Then I come over into my expense tracker and I begin to list out all of those transactions. So the first thing you'll see me put is food, and I put the date, and then I'll put the amount, and I put it as negative $16.96, and then I spent some random miscellaneous money on the second. I put that in there, and it was $9.99. And then I put in the phone bill that automatically came out on 5/1, which was $131.40. And again, I just want to reiterate how I am putting in the negative signs. And if you look up at the upper right corner where it says what's in my account, it's continuously going down as I put in each expense. Then you will see that I skip a line to put in some additional transactions that I used my credit card for. And this is so I can keep track of what I'm using my credit card for and how much money I have to pay on it so that I'm not borrowing from the future to pay for those expenses. Then I go in and highlight them a color. The color blue is for one credit card, and then the color yellow is for the second credit card. I skip a line, list out the expenses for the second credit card, and then I'll go in and highlight it yellow. This number, 158.49, is how much money I have left after I pay off my credit card so that I'm not overspending. Then I go over to my budget spreadsheet and start to plug in the numbers so that I can keep track of how much money is in each category. I bounce back and forth between the expense tracker and the budget spreadsheet. Then I begin to add up all the categories. So I'll start with food, and I always highlight food a light green, and I'll take each transaction and plug it into the budget spreadsheet so that I know how much money I have left over in my food category. The total amount I've spent for food is $127.55. I plug that in, and then it tells me that I have $185.94 remaining in that budget. Then I bounce back to my tracker and put the check marks onto the food categories that I've already added up. So that way I know that those expenses have been indexed and I can move on to the next thing, which next I'm going to move on to miscellaneous. And just like the food categories, I have a specific color for the miscellaneous items. I add those up and then I enter the total onto the budget spreadsheet. I hop over to the budget spreadsheet and enter in the total amount, which was $59.66, and then it gives me my remaining balance of $40.35. Then I go back to the tracker and I put my check marks to let myself know that I have indexed those expenses, and then I move on to the next expense. So I turned y'all back around. I'm done updating my spreadsheet, and I just want to talk about two things. I want to talk about the food category, and I want to talk about the home decor. So as y'all know, I am moving, and yesterday I had went shopping, and I didn't intend to go shopping. We had went to Hobby Lobby, and oh my God, I just could not help myself. I seen so many cute little things, and I was like, I'm ready to go shopping. So long story short, I decided that I'm going to intentionally put money aside for me to go shopping. So instead of me mindlessly shopping for home decor stuff like how I did yesterday, I'm going to intentionally put the money aside. So I actually created a whole new bank account, and I'm going to transfer money into that account, and it's just going to be my home decor sinking fund, because I know I'm going to want to decorate my house. I know me, and it probably would not be smart of me to not put the money aside and consciously spend the money for what I want to spend it on. If I don't, then I'm just going to be perpetuating old habits and, old spending habits like how I used to. So yeah, that's what that is. And I just decided to do that. So that's why it looks like that. It kind of looks a little wonky or whatever, but yeah, that. And then food. I told y'all I've been struggling with food. Don't blame me. Don't be mad at me. Don't be mad at fuck me, okay? So yes, I have been struggling with the food category. It's like I'm overspending constantly. I'm constantly overspending in the food category, and part of me just doesn't want to be honest about how much money I spend on food. In my mind, my fantasy is that I am someone who can spend $100, $75 a week. Not even $100, $50 to $75 a week. That's the fantasy I have in my head, but that's not realistic. That's not what I do. That's not who I am. And it's really hard for me to be honest about that. So I am working through that. I'm not going to even put any expectations. I'm not going to say, oh, I'm going to do better. I don't know. I'm going to pray about it. I'm going to keep trying. I'm going to keep showing up to my budget. I'm going to keep facing myself. And then eventually, hopefully, I'll get it right. So yeah. Thank you guys so much for tuning into my video. If you enjoyed, please like and subscribe and comment below. And yeah, thanks for watching. Bye. All right, so another thing that I want to say about the planner is that I just kind of want to give a brief synopsis of what I have going on. So you interrupted my thing. I'm hot. So, what you looking at live?
Mm-hmm. Now I'm in a room, a juice room.
A who?
Oh,
A Facebook room?
yeah. One of my classmates.